This is another inverse battle fight between Kenpachi, Zaraki, and Byakuya, Kuchiki. Those two. And then I have a three scenarios. Beginning during Soul Society arc. Scenario 2 is in the middle of the series during Wake Mundo, and then scenario 3 is during the 1,000 Year Blood War arc. So there's like three fights. All right. So during the first scenario, the strength goes to Kenpachi, as he's like known as the strongest Soul Reaper. With raw power and stuff. Or raw strength. My bad. Raw strength. He's the strongest. That's why he gets to lead Squad 11. His physical powers are nobody can beat him at physical strength. So there he is. But Byakuya has he's the fastest Soul Reaper, even faster than Soul Phone, who was the leader of the Self Force. She well, she couldn't not against him. Only one person's faster than him, or well, two people, that I know. That would be Ichigo and Yoroichi. More faster than Byakuya. Everybody else is slower than him. Durability is Kenpachi. As is, he's cool with it. Um, Endurance though is Byakuya. Byakuya had that fight with Ichigo, and it was a longer fight than when Kenpachi fought against him. Intelligence is also Byakuya, as he's smart. He knows the rules of society. He knows how he's supposed to take down his enemies and other things. He's very effective at getting shit done. Not just that, but he has the experience too. He's of noble blood and other things. He was always gonna be, a captain of Squad 6, and then he he's held in high regard for what he does. You know, he checks all kind of people. He's if you ain't doing your job right, I'll have to, do your job for you, type shit. He told other captains that close skills are, Kenpachi, as he likes to run up on enemies and attack them head on. But the range skills go to Byakuya, as he uses Zenbone Sakura Kageyoshi to use the flower petal, a billion blades. Yeah. Recoup is Kenpachi. As he recovers fast and then he goes back to fight real quick. Hacks are Byakuya, because he has a Bankai and a Shikai, whereas Kenpachi doesn't. And at that point, Kenpachi was still not like he is later on in the series. I'll say that. And the environment goes to Byakuya, because Kenpachi has to wear an eye patch and shit. And even if the eye patch does come off, I feel as though Byakuya has more ties to the Soul Society than Kenpachi does. He cares more about it, so he's gonna fight harder for it. And that's why in the first scenario it's 7-4 in Byakuya's favor. He wins that first one. But in the second scenario, that's in Wake Mundo. So when they go to Wake Mundo to fight, Kenpachi has the strength again, like I said before. That don't change. And the speed goes to Byakuya. That don't change. Durability goes to Kenpachi. Now the endurance, I give it to Kenpachi this time, because he had to, when he was fighting a lot longer than Byakuya was, and he was still able to go after, he was still able to go after Yami and shit. He was good to go for that. After he fought number 5, Byakuya fought number 7, and he was able to go too, but his fights were harder, is what I'm saying, and he was still there for it, and he was still there to go against Byakuya. He even suggested, I'll fight you too if I have to, you know. Intelligence is Byakuya still though. He's smarter, always has been, always will be. Experience is Byakuya, as he's been there longer and other things too. Um, then Kenpachi. Damn, fuck. Close skills are Kenpachi. Close skills. Range skills are still Byakuya. Zenbone Sakura, Kageyoshi, Senkei, and all that extra stuff. Recoup is Kenpachi. He did have a lot of blood loss after the fight with um Noitora. You got a couple dollars? Oh fuck.
Bro, I'm barely making it right now as it is. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so that happened. Um Byakuya. Um like for range skills, and then Recoup is Kenpachi. Um and Hacks is Byakuya. Like I said, he has a Bankai, and he uses it effectively and other things. Whereas Kenpachi only has the eye patch, and he does that, and he has raw power and stuff. But I still give it to Byakuya there. Um, and then the environment goes to Kenpachi actually, because he loves the battlefield. He loves to fight against hollows. He loves to cut them down. He sees that shit and he's like, okay. So I defeated that guy, and then this big ass guy right here is like fucking shit up. So let me go, see what the fuck that's about. So in the second scenario, Kenpachi wins 6-5. It's more close, but Kenpachi wins that bout. And then in the third scenario, which is the last one I have, takes place in the Varveld, London, where the Quincy's are fighting the Soul Reapers, but Kenpachi versus Byakuya. Strength, Kenpachi. The speed's Byakuya. Durability is Kenpachi. Endurance is Kenpachi as well. He fought against Grimmy. And when he fought against Grimmy, Grimmy was like summoning shit from his mind. Anything he like could imagine. He's the visionary, so he could make it happen. And he imagined he was able to use his power against him basically. Kenpachi or Byakuya had to fight against Asna, or he pulled up against Asna, but then he like left so like Rukia could flex a little bit. Um, so endurance is Kenpachi, but intelligence goes to Byakuya still, and experience still goes to Byakuya. So that never changed. But close skills go to Kenpachi. Range skills go to Byakuya. Recoup goes to Kenpachi. And the hacks go to Kenpachi as well. As then, at that point, he has Nozarashi. That's his Shikai release. That's what he used to destroy the meteor. Everybody was like, oh, fuck, what the hell is that? We're going to die maybe, and then Kenpachi was like, cut that shit down, and it was like, cool. But the environment goes to Kenpachi as well, because like when he's in the enemy's environment, that's where he thrives. Byakuya, I feel as though he would protect the Soul Society better than Kenpachi would. Um, that's why I gave it to him in the first scenario. But in the scenarios where they're going after shit and they're going into like enemy territory, that shit goes to Kenpachi, yo. So in this scenario, this last scenario, Kenpachi wins 7-4. Um, and so Kenpachi he wins. Basically that's what I say. An exchange between Kenpachi and Byakuya, Kenpachi wins. It's not an easy fight though, Um, depending on what you look at it. But towards the end of the series, though, he wins easily. I believe. Not super easy, but like high diff or mid diff. There you go, though. That was the Kenpachi versus Byakuya video that I had made. Stay cool, corn on the corner.